All right, so I'm working on the Ariens A-Horse snowblower. So I just got done lubing all the drivetrain stuff up. So I used some Lucas Red and Tacky, some white lithium grease for the shafts, and then a little bit of WD-40 and a few parts on the linkage and stuff. So it wasn't too bad in here, but I did put some stuff on here. So I put red and Tacky all over this. Maybe it's a little bit too much, I don't know. I got a little bit of excess here and there. But got red and Tacky and all that stuff there, both those chains. And then I put it all over the drive gear here for the wheels, for the axle. And then I put white lithium grease all over these shafts. So this bottom one, this top one, or the middle one where the drive wheel slides back and forth, and then this shaft up here where the shift mechanism slides back and forth. And I covered up the friction disc when I was doing that, just to make sure I didn't get anything on it. So I'm gonna wipe that down with some brake clean and make sure that friction or the drive wheel looks good. I think it looks fine. I'll wipe it off a little bit. I think that's it. And I tested it out when I moved that clutch lever down. It does grab the friction disc, so you can't turn the wheels anymore. And then when you put it down on the ground too, it won't roll at all. So I think it's fine. There's an adjustment nut right here. This is what you adjust to move the friction disc, I think, a little closer or further from the drive wheel. It just adjusts how far the clutch lever moves the friction disc. So eventually this is going to wear a little bit, so you got to move it back, right? But it seems like it's fine right now. I'm going to wait till I can drive it if I'm going to adjust that. I'll leave it for now, see how it goes. It's got a little sticker on here. It's left over on how to adjust the friction drive. So put it basically neutral between first and reverse, tip the machine forward and adjust that nut until they start to bind, and then back it off 3 turns so they turn freely. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, I never worked on a snowblower before, so this is kind of cool. I never knew how all this stuff worked in here. It's not overly complicated. Yeah, this shifter mechanism now works great. Look how easy it moves. I mean, it goes back and forth like nothing. Now, before it was like, you had to really wrench on it to get it to move. So that's cool. And let's see what else I do today. Oh, and I ran new fuel line earlier. I had to take the tank off and take a few things, loosen them off so I could fit the line through there. I stuck a stud in the old fuel line and then hooked this to that stud on the other end and pulled it through. So that worked out pretty good. I still have to trim it. Here's the new stuff sticking out here. I gotta trim that. Here's your primer line. But yeah, well, not too difficult. So yeah, I got that on there. So I'm just gonna wrap things up here and call it a day. I gotta wait for my new carb to show up, and then I can put that on there. I thought I had a Tecumseh carb, but turns out I have an aftermarket carb. Looks like a HIPAA carb. I cleaned it anyway, so I was waiting around. This was 17 bucks for this kit. I'm probably not gonna use it. I was hanging on to it or return it or something. I ordered a new HIPAA carb like this for 17 bucks on Amazon. They got good reviews. A lot of guys seem to like them. So I figured while I was waiting around, I cleaned this one up really good. I tested it out. I put some fuel in here and put it all together. And the needle and seat actually sealed. It wasn't leaking. The fuel was just hanging in the funnel. Like I had a funnel sitting here and the fuel was just sitting there. But where it was leaking was through this gasket here and then through the little plunger guy. His little gasket's shot. Where is it? Here it is. That guy's shot. So it was leaking a little bit, mostly from here, but a little bit from here also. So if I had put it back on, it would have leaked from those spots. So just need new gaskets. That probably would be fine. Could probably cut one out of rubber for this and find one for that. But I got a new carb coming for 17 bucks, so I'm just gonna bolt that on. I'll keep this as a spare. Probably still works fine. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So hopefully the new carb will be here on Monday and I can bolt that on. I got my new fuel line ran. I'm gonna clean the tank up a little bit. I cleaned the tank off. The shutoff works good, the fuel shutoff. So yeah, hopefully it'll fire up and run and move. That'd be cool. Oh, and I got a belt cover coming too. And from eBay, should show up tomorrow or something. Let's see if that fits, if it's the right one. Hopefully I got the right one. Oh, and I drained the oil out because I'm gonna change the oil anyway. So I drained it out so it wouldn't be, I don't know if it'd leak out of here or not. drain the oil out. Obviously there's no fuel because there's no tank. But yeah, pretty neat little snowblower, basic setup. So yeah, now everything's all lubed up, so I'm gonna kind of look it over one more time, put the belly pan back on, and that's gonna be it for now. All right, so that's it for now. See ya.